Well, this is what I found this morning. Talk about bird flu. I have no idea why it's in there. If it's getting warm. Oh! It must have been getting warm. What was that, babies? Did you guys have a friend? Weird. If you can see up here, there's holes to the outside. And that's how the little songbirds get in here. Which isn't good if bird flu starts going around. Oh, weird. Do you think it's a chick? Today I'm gonna start my cool season crops in the greenhouse. It's really windy outside, so I've been putting off going out to the pasture to get compost. I sorted all of my seeds again. I have a lot of peas this year. This one I'm most excited about, the purple potted. And 2 different radishes, crimson giant watermelon, purple dragon carrot. I'm excited for that one. A whole bunch of different lettuces. The one that I like that I've tried is this black-seeded Simpson. This one I really like. And then I'm trying some red ones. Spinach. I like all of these kind. Matador, Teton, and Bloomsdale. Long-standing. Swiss chard bright lights I love. And this one's okay. Ford Hook Giant. Premier Kale is good. I'm going to start. I have onion sets and onion seeds, so we'll see what happens. And I already have some garlic chives going in the greenhouse. And then I'm going to put in some purple sprouted broccoli, but save some too to plant for fall. And then the sweet peas, I'm going to start a few of them. These ones are my favorite, the maroon ones. So I'm going to save those. And these royal blue ones I got in Canada this summer. Those 2 I'm going to put in different places around the farm so that I can save the seeds from them. And hopefully they'll come back true to those colors. And then these ones, I'll plant a few of these today, just to see what happens, because our weather is so weird. It can get really hot and then freeze again. And last year I planted them a little bit too early before they could go out, so I'm gonna just experiment. Anyway, I guess I put it off long enough. I need to go get some buckets and go to the pasture. So I'll be back after I do that. Alright, I got my buckets full of compost, and these ones are for potatoes, and I got the bottoms full. I'm going to top them up when the potatoes grow. Just keep adding compost on top. And I need to drill some holes in this. I'm going to use it for lettuce on the porch. I also have this wood box that was here on the farm. And I think it was shipping, they like ship tractor parts or something. I don't really know, but I want to plant in it, but then I don't want to ruin it. But I guess it's already kind of ruined. So we'll see. I was thinking like carrots or something. So just growing these, I just take a pen or whatever I have. These say to plant 1.5 inches, and I push it down about 1.5 inches. These peas I chose because they're heat and drought tolerant. So we'll see. I'm going to try to put them where they won't mix with my other peas and then save the seeds if they do good. And then just pop them in the holes. And I would feel totally comfortable putting these outside right now because they'll come up when the weather's right for them. But since I have the free-range chickens, that's the only reason I'm starting them inside now. Then after you drop the pea in there, just cover the holes. And don't forget to label it, because you will forget. The purple peas are purple. Also, a good rule of thumb is if you don't have the tag or the packet to tell you how deep to plant something, just plant it double its size. And then if it's really little seeds, sometimes they need light, so just sprinkle it on top and maybe sprinkle a little bit of fine compost over them. So something I'm going to do with this channel is try really hard to only eat what I grow. As soon as I start getting a harvest off of these things, that is my goal. I do have teenagers and my husband aren't going to be on board with this, but it's a goal that I have, and so my husband is on board, I should say, but he'll probably eat other things too, especially during farming season. But it's a goal that I have for myself just to see if I can do it. And so I'm going to have the kitchen garden vlog on here, and that's mostly what that's going to be about, is growing food to feed myself, see how hard it is, and to see if I can do it. I really like history, pioneers, so that's mainly my reason, just to see if I'm tough enough and smart enough to be able to do it. This year, I do have all the equipment to be able to do it, so I really have no excuse other than just having bad habits and being stuck in routine. So hopefully I'm going to try to break these bad habits and maybe get healthier in the end. Honey's kind of a big potato. Then I'm going to use this container to plant lettuce. So I'm just making a line here to do my seeds. Every week I'm going to plant lettuce so I have an endless supply. And I think I'm just going to do all of the kinds I have. Butter crunch, some different red lettuces, I don't know, some curly stuff, the black-seeded Simpson, burpee bib, so they're all different, the leaves are all different. And then this is a red one, and these two. So I'll just trade off on all of these every week. That way I have a variety of things to eat. Maybe it might feel that way. It probably won't taste that way. I'm putting my lettuce and the other greens in the window to grow, and then I marked them all in the rows, and I'm just spraying them, watering with the squirt bottle for now till they get a little bit bigger. That is cilantro. I just squirted it down is why it fell over. And strawberry mint and some basil It needs to be watered. Turn it so it'll face the sun. And then I'm gonna put my potatoes in some of those pots out there. On Friday, the weather's supposed to be better. If I open the door and go out there, the wind, you won't be able to hear anything. But on Friday, the weather is supposed to be nice, and I'm going to move this strawberry bed out here, and that's where I'm going to put all my greens. So I'm going to move those to my fruit bed in the garden. So I'm in the greenhouse. That's why it's so windy out here and all that noise. Sorry about that. I'm going to put my potatoes in containers this year. Usually I plant them in the ground and I just dig a trench, put them in there, and then keep topping them up as they grow. So that's the same concept I'm going to do in these containers and just see what happens. In these ones, I might put 2. Maybe just 1, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll try putting 1 in one and 2 in another and see what happens. So I'm just going to take them and let's see, stick them down to the bottom here, and then I'll just cover over them. Okay, so I got 5 little buckets and a tote, and we'll see what happens. I put them all in there and watered them. Oh, this wind is driving me crazy. So next, I'm in the garage, and this is what I'm going to use to plant my onions in. I just fill it with compost, and then I have red onions to plant in there. So with onions, you just plant them like this, like a Hershey's Kiss. You can see the roots come out the bottom there, and then the top. And you just push it in. That's it. And then after they're done, I'll just tear these apart and plant them out in these. Also, a lot of these are soft and squishy, and that's not good. So they give you 80, but they're not. There's not 80 good ones in here. And you can take the paper off, except that one's squishy too. You can take the paper off and they're just fine, so don't worry about that. Well, I got 54 out of 80, which is pretty annoying.